This is an orthokeratology case. The patient's worn lenses for a little while now, and there's a concern that there's a little bit of undercorrection after treatment, as well as a small treatment zone. I'm going to bring up the lens that the patient is wearing, and it gives us an idea of kind of flat cornea, kind of high RX, and our lens is understandably pretty flat. If the treatment zone size is an issue in terms of glare and halos, then we can try to do some things to adjust it. But with this corneal profile, I think no matter what we do, the patient's just going to have a small treatment zone. There's just some anatomy going on that we aren't going to be unable to circumvent 100%. If this is a younger patient and the complaint is more just residual myopia, then I would just address that and leave everything as it is. We're using a pretty standard 6.2, 6.8 of the IC placement already, so we're not going with an especially small lens design in terms of treatment zone. We are getting a small result in treatment, and I think that just has a lot to do with the patient's eye. We can go ahead and address the undercorrection. I would just build in the half diopter and aim for a target of about 233. And that's too much. And I'm just going to double check the meridians. So it looks like we're centered right around 235, which I think should work. So this lens is getting pretty flat. Perhaps one other thing we can try is to reduce the sagittal depth of the lens a little bit. We're getting pretty good peripheral alignment. It's hard to tell if it's too much versus a good amount. It's easier to tell when there's not enough. But perhaps if we reduce this a little bit, we can get this lens to ride a little bit higher. And even if we do have a smallest treatment zone, the improved centration may help the patient get a little bit better quality of vision. So here, let's see what our starting point was. We're at about 1917. So why don't we aim for about a 10 micron change. So over here, now we've got a lens that's about 10 microns more shallow than the original lens. I think this should be able to sit a little bit higher, and even though we're not really changing the size of the zone, changing the position of the zone may help. So those are my thoughts. We can, if we wanted to, increase the OZ and IC, but I'm really not sure if we're going to get as much bang for our buck as we want. We may enlarge the treatment zone minimally, but at the same time, we may sacrifice even more centration. So I'd just be wary of that. And hopefully, at least getting the undercorrection taken care of will address most of your patient's concerns. So best of luck with your patient, and thanks for watching.